Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Monday, December 17th, 2018. All right, so today the moon is still in Pisces, as was the case over the weekend. So great day still for accessing a bit of that receptive nature of ourself. Now we are building momentum in the lunar month, so the energies are increasing as we go through the week. But today, again, listening to our intuition perhaps, getting some of that receptive time and spiritual time can be great. Now with this, Mars is going to be sextiling Pluto today exact. We may have also felt this yesterday on Sunday. So maybe a great day for self-empowerment. Just a bit of an opening here today to maybe take some actions or assert ourselves in some way that could be transformative. Facing fears, empowering ourselves with any inhibitions and removing obstacles and all this can be very, very self-empowering. So with this being said, Mars is going to be entering into Pisces this early part of the week. So we may notice a shift when it comes to how we're getting things done and how we're asserting ourselves, likely in a more receptive way. At least it's good to do this. Mars in Pisces is excellent for listening to our intuition when taking action and seeing where the current of life is going and putting energy into the current versus, say, fighting upstream with it. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Monday. Now I do have a quick announcement to make. The 2019 Sidereal Astrology Planner is available now. Links down in the description. So if you want your planner for 2019, do check that out. Essentially what it is all of these daily transits that we're looking at in these videos are in the planner. So there's space for writing notes. You can see the exact times. Shows the transits, the sign ingresses, retrogrades, all of that good stuff for the year. So do check that out. There's a PDF and book format for that. And the link is, again, down in the description. All right, so let's take a look at the astrology today. The moon is going to be somewhat finishing up Pisces. We're going to notice this shift mostly the later part of tomorrow coming out of here. But the theme today is around this, again, kind of spiritual energy. As we build momentum in this lunar month, we approach a full moon at the end of the week. Today is a great day for doing this sort of spiritual work or going about our lives in a more receptive way. So great to listen to our intuition. Could be great for creativity, imagination, right? Connecting to our spiritual self, listening to our inner guidance, all of this stuff. Likely the theme today, and just really good to go about the day here when the moon is in this constellation. So this is again in the context that it has been a healing time about this past month. And this has been the Sun and Mercury and Jupiter all in Scorpio and Ophiuchus. So the Sun is going to be passing over the Galactic Center, which is the transformational part of the sky. Usually when planets pass over here, we sort of come out of the deeper realms and a bit into the more expansive realms. Kind of like that phoenix rising up out of the ashes. So the Sun's going to be going over here as we go through the week. It's still a bit early right now, but we may start to notice a bit of this rising up out of the deeper energies. Now with that being said, it's still great though with the Sun and Mercury here to be focused on maybe finalizing some things regarding healing, self-empowerment through breaking cycles, right? Facing fears, becoming aware of our own wounds, accepting them, accepting all aspects of the self, which leads to the healing and transformation. And more of that expansive energy, which again we'll feel probably going into the later part and especially next week. All right, so that's the backdrop there. In terms of the aspects, we do have this Mars sextiling up to Pluto exact. We may have felt this yesterday on Sunday. Nothing major with this. It's a minor aspect, but it is an opening and it's an energy that's available. So with this, Mars, the planet of our drive, ambition, action, in harmonious aspect to Pluto, the planet of deep change and seeing the depth and facing fears and all of this stuff. So in this harmonious aspect, it can make it quite self-empowering when we are maybe removing some obstacles that we may have. These can be inner obstacles like our own fears and inhibitions, but also external ones. So if there is anything today that you feel like if you take some initiative with, express or assert yourself with, or take some action with, and maybe it could be empowering in that process. This could be a great way of working with this opening here with this sextile. And the moon is going to be squaring up to Pluto, just sort of supporting that aspect in the sense that, again, if there is any feelings of doubt or inhibition, going into those feelings and taking action in the face of those feelings, again, could be very empowering. All right, so that's the backdrop there to the more receptive energy of Pisces, a bit of that fire energy available, although it is this receptive time. And with all that being said, Mars is slowly shifting into Pisces this early part of the week. We may start to feel this now or maybe soon, and this is exactly that. It's the combination between fire and water. So what we'll likely notice over the next couple months is when we are taking action, when we are asserting ourselves, it's likely going to be in maybe a bit of a receptive way, maybe a bit of a behind the scenes kind of a way. And that's what we kind of want to invoke. We want to kind of bring in that water energy into how we're getting things done. So this could be listening to our intuition when taking action. It could also be, another way of looking at it is putting energy into where the flow of life is already taking us, right? So again, listening to that intuition, but in the sense that, you know, there is this flow of life of kind of like least resistance. And when we put energy into the area of least resistance, but it's intentful, it's conscious, we get a lot done, you know, actually more done than if we say try to fight that. And that's really the symbol here with Mars and Pisces. A good analogy is like if we're in the middle of the ocean without sails, you know, it's best to use the current versus fighting against it. We cover a lot more ground that way. So great ways of working with this. And again, just noticing that it does involve a bit of this more receptive approach to our needs, our actions, you know, taking action, things like this. All right, everyone. So this is the astrology for the day. The most important thing here is the theme of Pisces, which is the backdrop. Good for this already with Mars going in here. Intuitive energy, receptive energy, as we build some momentum going into the full moon at the end of the week. And Mars sextile Pluto, just a bit of an opening for things that may require a bit of action or initiative that can be self-empowering in the process. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to check out that 2019 Sidereal Planner down below, and I will see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast. Take care.